Welcome to the Hungry Homestead. Today we're going to be making a easy, it's been around forever recipe, so you've probably had it before, but I'm going to add some extra ingredients just to try something new, make it a little bit different. What I'm going to be making today is the Jiffy corn casserole or corn pudding recipe. Probably heard of different things. You probably usually see it like at Thanksgiving, Christmas, usually like more fall get together kind of things, maybe Easter. So let's get to it. I'm going to bring you down and show you the ingredients, and then we're going to get it together and get it in the oven. It's real quick and easy to get together, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here are your ingredients. I'm going to go over them with you. The traditional vintage recipe is, of course, the 1 box of Jiffy corn mix, can of cream style corn, a 15-ounce can, or this is 14.25, and then a 15-ounce can of whole corn, 2 eggs, half a cup of butter, and half a cup of sour cream. So we're using all that, but today I'm going to be adding a few more things. Okay, so last night we had tacos for supper, and I've got some leftover taco meat. It's not much, but I'm going to add that in there. I'm going to add a can of green chilies. This is a 4-ounce can of fire roasted mild green chilies, and then an 8-ounce bag of shredded sharp cheddar. So I have a recipe that I make that is Mexican cornbread, and it's traditional cornbread with like cheese and ground beef and stuff added to it. This is kind of similar, but not exactly. And this Jiffy is a sweet cornbread mix, where traditional cornbread is usually not, and if it is, it's just a little bit of sugar added to it, maybe a couple tablespoons if people add it. Some Southerners say if you add any sugar to it, if it's sweet at all, it's not cornbread. So, okay. So I got my cornmeal, or my little packet of Jiffy mix in there. I'm mixing in my cream corn. And if you have your own garden, you put up your own stuff, you can use your own cream corn for this, just like with if you have your own corn. Now the kernel corn, the sweet corn, make sure you drain the liquid off of that comes in it. So you just have the kernels. Got that. And then I've seen a couple of recipes. One says 1 egg, others say 2 eggs. We're going to go for it and do 2 eggs today. So we got those. And then and my oven is preheating to 350. So that's what you're going to bake it in. A half a cup of sour cream. And I like to scrape my sides. I don't like wasting any or leaving any behind. Okay. And my butter is melted, but it's cooled. So it's not hot. It's not gonna try to cook my eggs or anything that's in there. So I kind of stir that around a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit down here and then the rest in here. And scrape that as well, because that's just how I do. Okay. Get all this mixed up together. And see how easy it comes together. And it's just a few recipes. And a lot of times, like if you have a stock pantry, you probably have most of this stuff. Now I don't make the Jiffy mix, like the Jiffy cornbread, on a regular basis, like hardly ever. But I do keep a few of those boxes in my pantry just in case, just if there's something I want to make or try with that. And my husband prefers sweet cornbread over just regular cornbread. He'll eat regular cornbread, like if I make cornbread and beans and stuff, but he prefers the sweet. So that's why I'm trying this, because I love making Mexican cornbread, but my husband's not a huge fan of it. So we're going to try this and see if he likes this better, since it is sweet. Okay, there went my green chilies. Kind of mix that in. And I'm just gonna mix my hamburger all in with it. Now I'll do a video on my traditional Mexican cornbread that I was shown by my mom growing up and that we've just always made in my family. Another video, but it's a layering, like, and I'll do a video on that and show you. Now the cheese, I just have sharp cheddar cheese. I also had a Mexican blend cheese, but I didn't have a full bag of it. This calls for 2 cups, 8 ounces of shredded cheese. If you don't like a ton of cheese, you can cut back. You could just put a cup in here, or you could just put, you know, a mix of different. I'm gonna do the whole bag because we do like cheesy stuff. You know what, actually, I'm gonna save a little for the top. So there we go. I don't know how much it is, maybe a half a cup. Okay, so just mix all this together, and it mixed together real easy. I'm gonna spread my butter around that I poured just a little bit in there. And I've made the traditional one before, and I never really had issues with it sticking or anything like that. So y'all are going on a experiment with me here because I haven't ever added the other stuff to it. So we'll see. I'm fingers crossed, toes crossed that it comes out yummy. Okay, so that's all there is to that. I'm going to put it in the bowl or in the pan. And this isn't, you could probably do it at 9 by 13. This isn't an 8 by 8. This is, I'm not even exactly sure what size this pan is, but this is what I put my smaller stuff in. And I might have should have used a bigger pan since I was not just making the regular, I was adding stuff to it. But I don't think the traditional recipe has the cheese in it. I think it's just the original ingredients I told you. But so we're gonna, of course, I'm gonna get the bowl scraped and get it all in there and bake it. I think probably 45 minutes. But this may need a little longer since I'm using a smaller pan, you know, to make sure that the middle gets done good. But, and then I'm going to take the little cheese I reserved and just sprinkle that on top. There we go. Okay. So there you go. That's what it looks like before we get it in the oven. We're going to get it in a 350-degree oven, and then we'll be back in about 45 minutes or so. I'll let you know after I get it out how long I actually had to bake it, but we'll get it in there and we'll be back. Okay guys, the casserole is out of the oven. It's nice and cooled off. This is what it looks like on the top, and I scooped out a little piece of it. Now, I said about 40 to 45 minutes for the cook time. This took right at an hour to cook, but I think because of the pan, like how thick it is, if I would have used a 9 by 13, it probably would have been a 40 or 45 minute cook time, but it did take longer. So it's out, it's cooled down, it looks really good, so we're gonna try it. And you can see it's got the hamburger, and you can see the cheese in there, it's cheesy. That's good. I think that's something that my husband's gonna eat and like. You can taste a little bit of the sweetness of the Jiffy mix anyway, and then like there you can see the green chili in it, and the hamburger and all that. So this is a really good addition if you wanted to try and be adventurous and add something to the traditional casserole, but give it a try. It's really good. I appreciate you stopping and watching. And if you don't care, give this video a like if you like the recipe. You can comment if you've added different things to this casserole, the basic casserole recipe. I I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you.